Hey there, this is Stephanie Treasure, online marketing strategist and business mentor who works with coaches and consultants who want to make an impact to grow, leverage, and scale their businesses to six figures through results-oriented marketing strategies and various lead generation type strategies, business strategies, and systems that support your ambitious goals while making a difference. And welcome to this live stream. I wanted to share with you today after I am done for the day with client calls. And before I head off, I'm going to do some offsite family oriented things right now. But before I head off, I wanted to jump in here and share with you what I had on my mind as I've been speaking to not only my clients, but members of this community, persons that I hear you and I can see you, and I want you to know that I see you, even if we haven't spoken. I know that my community is filled with persons who are seeing clients who are overwhelmed, who are doing the things that their business requires, and they have their hands full. They're working at the seams, They're seeing clients, not quite doing so much of the marketing that they should be, and you're going to get to a point where you're going to be offboarding clients and having to do some very rush and very short-term type of marketing in order to fill the spots that those clients made empty with new clients. And you go through the frantic activities of that, or the feeling of that, where you're in the feast or famine cycle, where you're working with, you bring on clients, you work with clients, then you offboard them, and then you have to do some rush marketing to get more clients. And I hear you, and I know that you don't want things to be that way, but you just can't seem to find time to do the marketing things that you need to do in order to stay visible, in order to keep those conversations flowing, and even develop a wait list for clients to work with you, so that you're always working with clients, right? So I hear you, and I know that you're there, and this video is for you. So I want to share with you 3 social media marketing ideas, right? Because there's different types of marketing. So this is as it relates to social media, right? Which, is a great way to keep visible and not inundate your email list, right? So I'm going to share with you 3 social media marketing ideas that you can always make time for, right? So the first marketing idea that you can always make time for is a behind the scenes still shot, right? A behind the scenes picture of, kind of gives a snapshot and tells a quick story of what your business is like, or what you're doing behind the scenes, or ways that you're working with clients. Or it could be a quick 60-second behind the scene video. So an example would be a screenshot of a guest expert speaking with your clients behind the scenes. So it could be that you have a guest expert that's speaking to a group, or it could be that you are speaking to your client one-on-one on Zoom in a private coaching call. And you do a really quick screenshot or snapshot with your phone of yourself and your client in that meeting. It could be a 60-second video kind of doing a walkthrough of a process that you take your clients through, or a quick 60-second video doing a walkthrough of a process that you're taking your team members through, right? It doesn't have to be thorough. It doesn't have to be in depth. You're just taking your audience, those that are following you on social media, whether it's Instagram or on Facebook, or even on YouTube, even on Twitter, because I know you can do very short videos and upload it to Twitter, right? But just a very short video that gives the persons that you're following a quick snapshot of things that are happening behind the scenes, right? You can always make time for that. It only takes a minute, right? If it's in the case of a still shot, it takes less than a minute, and it gives your followers a peek into what you're doing, and makes you that much more intriguing, right? So that's one idea. Number 2 is you always have time to pose a thought-provoking question or an engaging question that starts a conversation with your followers, gets them seeing something from you on social media and wanting to have some dialogue with you, right? It could be a question that came up during the day in your business, or just something that you know that normally is a conversation starter, or some food for thought that you know that your followers will benefit from, right? That's number 2. Number 3 is you could share a top tip that you would have shared that day. So like right now, this is something that came about from calls that I had today, and I thought I would share it right here with you on this live stream. So you can share a top tip that you either shared with clients that day, or a top tip that you may have shared with your team members, persons on your team, employee or contractors, something that came out of discussions or meetings, or even text messages on Slack, or on WhatsApp, or via email that came up in your business during that day. You always have time for that. And it's so simple. It doesn't take a lot to just put it out there, and really keeping visible, having your audience see you, having them know that you're working and you're busy and you're seeing clients, so that whenever you do come up for air and you put your other marketing out there to let persons know that you have spots available to work with you, it wouldn't be the first time they're hearing from you in 3 months, right? As is sometimes the case. So those are the 3 social media marketing ideas that I wanted to share with you, that you can always find time for, or always make time to do, right? And when you're sharing any of the above, you can actually, right, because you want to have conversations, even while you're seeing clients, you can still have conversations now that will lead to something that would come to fruition when you have availability to work with more clients, right? So you can follow up any of these with a call to action for somebody to have a conversation with you, right? And that segues into my invitation to you. Right now, this month, I'm particularly looking to speak with you, right? So hear me clearly on this. I'm wanting to have more dialogue and conversation with you, no strings attached. If you resonated with the content that I shared today, and if you find yourself within the range, or I want to say, if you meet this criteria, but that sounds kind of cool. But if you find yourself in the particular situations that I'm going to mention here, if you're listening to this and you know that you're a business owner who's busy, right, but you still have room to work with clients. So you're busy serving some clients, but you know that you're not at capacity, right? And you would like to work with more clients, but because of the busyness of working with those clients, you haven't had time to do any real focused marketing to bring new clients on board. I particularly want you to find some time in your schedule for us to have a talk, right? Because I believe I have some viewpoints, some tips that I can share with you if that situation describes where you are right now. If you're listening to this and you're looking to leverage your time, right? So you are working with clients, but you know that you can work a little bit more smart, right? You want to work smarter, not harder. And you want to still be able to make more money, but not necessarily add more hours into your day. So you're looking to work in a more leveraged way, what we call a one-to-many way, right? Serving clients in a high-end group program, or even a low-end or mid-range group program. But you know that you want to leverage the way that you're working with clients, or leverage your time, right? So if you're listening to this, you are seeing clients, but you're looking to leverage your time, then I'm looking to have a conversation with you this month. Again, these are no strings attached conversations. I'm going to be sharing with you some tips to ease the pressure, ease the stress that you're under, and have you realize your goals in a way that doesn't necessarily have you at the point of burnout. Okay. And I may have some resources that I want to share with you as well. Right. So I'm particularly looking to have a conversation with you if you meet that criteria. If you find yourself in a situation where you're looking to increase your income, but not necessarily increase your work hours, and you're at a point where you've mentally set a goal for bringing your business to 6 figures, but you haven't written it down because you can't even quite see the way that you can make it happen. You can't quite map it out. You can't quite connect the dots to have it look on paper that, okay, you've set the intention for 6 figures in revenue in your business, and this is how it's going to come about. You can't quite see that, but you know that you have a 6-figure business, that you're sitting on one. It's just that you need a map, you need a plan to get there. If that's you, I'd love to speak with you as well. So if we haven't yet had a chat, those situations somewhat describes yours right now, then send me a private message right here on Facebook. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching this elsewhere, send me an email, info@stephanietreasure.com, or come and find me on Facebook and send me a message there. And I'll give you the details and we'll set up some time to talk. All right. I hope you found these tips helpful, and I hope you're having a productive day and a great start to the month of February. And I'll see you soon. Bye.